Hi sunshines, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I make my skin look good without makeup and how I get my very realistic no makeup look. Because I know that there's so many times where I go into doing my makeup and I'm like, I'm just gonna do something really natural so that no one knows I have makeup on. Even if I'm going for a whole neutral situation, very light-handed, it's really easy to look at skin and tell that it has makeup on. And I'm gonna go with the Vogue Beauty Secrets style. If you guys are familiar with the Vogue series, Beauty Secrets, where all these models just come on camera and actresses and celebrities come on camera and they're literally getting ready, doing something that they want to do from start to finish, skincare to makeup and all of that. So let's do it. My skincare steps start at night, and I already did that last night, so I can go to bed with clean, moisturized skin. So in the morning time, which is right now, I'm not really big on using soaps on my face because it's just not necessary, and my skin type is combination on the dry side. I'm very big on oil cleansing, and I like to use jojoba oil. This is a jojoba face oil by a brand called Ogee, and I use it in two ways, where I just put oil on my hand, slather it all over my face, dampen my hemp cotton cloth, which is really good for exfoliating as well. I dampen it with warm water and just cleanse the oil away from my face, which is also cleansing my skin and exfoliating at the same time because of the washcloth. Or another way is dampening my washcloth with warm water and then putting the oil on the washcloth and cleansing my face. Use about 2 pumps of this jojoba oil. And by the way, jojoba oil is my favorite oil to use on my skin, and it works for all skin types.
And jojoba oil actually helps with the no makeup look because it keeps skin hydrated and glowing while balancing oil production. It's also lightweight and non-greasy, so it won't feel heavy or thick, making it the perfect base before layering any other products.
Now I turn it over. I'm gonna add a little more water and rub it all over my face again on this clean side. Such a simple way to cleanse my skin in the morning. Now that my skin is clean, we're gonna move on to toner. I absolutely love this toner. This is the Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic Toner from Ren Skincare, but because I just exfoliated my skin, I'm gonna skip using this one today because this would just be too intense and will probably make my skin red after exfoliating. So I'm gonna go for something much more gentle and simple. I'm gonna use the Beauty Prep Toner by Jane Iredale, and this will also ensure that my skin is clean and there isn't excess oil on my face. So it's just another way of cleansing in the morning. It'll help close my pores after cleansing and prep my skin before moisturizer. Sometimes if I have time and I really want to do the most, I'll go for a mask like this one. This is an eye mask actually, so it only goes under my eyes. Or I go for a brightening mask like this one. This one is for your full face and it's supposed to brighten your skin, and it has 100% clean ingredients. I love this mask, but I'm gonna skip it today. So I'm gonna take my vitamin E cream, which is by Derma. It's just pure vitamin E cream. I love this stuff. Use a little here. And I'm gonna use about 2 drops of my Radiant Glow oil on my cheeks. This instantly makes my skin feel so soft. This combination right here is amazing. Eye mask. This is the Acure Radically Rejuvenating Under Eye Hydrogel. That's one right here. Another right here. Oh, I love this. And I'm just gonna leave this on for a few minutes. While I'm masking my under eyes, I'm going to take this brown eyebrow pencil by Jane Iredale. I'm using brown instead of like a dark brown, which is what I usually use, because I want my brows to look like I didn't really fill them in without making it look perfectly sculpted, because we're going for a no makeup look here, right? So I'm just lightly filling in some of these gaps in the front. And as you can see, the brown color is not intense like my normal dark brown color would be, which then you can tell that I really fills in my brows. And my brow hairs are really black, so having this regular brunette brown color underneath is a little simple trick to fill in those gaps, to darken them up a little bit without adding too much darkness on the brow area, which gives it away that you're wearing brow pencil. And now with my dark brown eye pencil, this is from BeautyCounter, I'm just filling in the very edge and nothing more, because then it'll be too noticeable. And that's only because I can't use the lighter brown color here in the edge, because then you can tell that it's a different color from my natural hairs. Now just brush it out so it's not so harsh. And sometimes if I don't have time to do the whole brow thing, I'll just take a brow tint and brush it through my eyebrows to darken it a little bit, and don't even worry about shaping it. Now I can take these off, and here's a super close-up before I apply makeup on the rest of my face so you guys can see a before. It's not so bad, but I do have some natural flaws, like the spots around my mouth area. I have some spots over here and on this side. Before applying my powdered foundation, I'm going to use a primer. This is the SPF 30 Coola Dawn Patrol primer. So I'm going to add a little bit, focusing on my T-zone, which is where I have the largest pores. And even if you don't want to wear makeup, primer is something that you can use to make your pores look less large and less visible. And honestly, I could use a tinted lip balm on my lips and on my cheeks and call it a day and just leave it at that, which is what I do sometimes when I'm just going to the park or something, or the store, but not today. My favorite powder foundation is the Alima Pure powder foundation. I also use one by Antonym, which is a baked foundation, but that one has sparkles in it, so I'm avoiding that one for a no makeup look. This one has no sparkles, it's just a regular satin finish powdered foundation. And this is going to do just enough to cover these little flaws. Not to fully make them go away, but to even out my skin overall a little more. I don't really have any marks on my forehead, but even if you do, I suggest keeping it pretty clean, because the skin on the forehead is the most noticeable. By keeping this bare, it'll trick you into thinking that the rest of the face is bare. I'm adding a little bit of concealer. This is the BeautyCounter concealer. I just click the bottom and adding a little bit on here. Now blending it out with my sponge. Taking my setting powder, this one is also by BeautyCounter. I love this setting powder, but it'll really help prevent the creasing that I would get under my eyes when using concealer. And I can add a little bit on my smile line right here, and a tiny bit on the side of my nose. But do not apply powder all over your face, because then your face is going to look too powdery, and even though it's translucent, applying too many powders to the skin will give it away that you're wearing makeup. Now this step is optional. You can skip this step if you want to look the most natural, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this brown contouring color right here from my Jane Iredale palette, define my nose a little. And the key to this is just to blend it out really well. I know, right now you can really see it, but we're gonna blend it out really well. Pinching my brush and just making that harshness go away. Boom. Now that I'm almost done, I'm gonna take my lip and cheek tint from Tata Harper. This is in the color Very Popular. And this is the perfect pink color for a naturally blushing look. So I'm taking my finger just like this and applying it only on this apple of my cheeks area. And I'm going to blend that out with my fingers. And I go for a cream blush like this one because I just feel like it looks a lot more natural than a powdered blush. It absorbs into the skin so nicely and you can't tell that there's makeup on there. Whether you're wearing it on bare skin or over a powdered foundation like I am, it always looks so good. No one's gonna be blushing over here. You blush like in this area right here. So I'm also going to apply some on my nose, which only makes my little contouring here look even more natural. So I literally just put it all over the tip of my nose and a little bit on my nostril. For my lips, I have two favorite combos. Again, this is the Tata Harper lip and cheek tint, but this is a red color, so this is very, very intense in the color, very naughty. And because this is very red, I wouldn't apply this with a heavy hand. But what I like to do is combine my Coola Bonfire lip balm and use this combo together with a very light hand, and it just looks like my natural lip color. Or I could just apply regular lip balm on my lips with my favorite lip liner, which I use all over my lips, and this is in the color Spice from a brand called Zoe Organic. I've been using this lip liner for years. I buy it over and over and over again. But I'm going to show you this combo here. This is the lip balm, tinted lip balm. It's like a brown color. And then literally taking the smallest little dab of color from this red and blending it all out on my lips. See, to set everything in, I'm going to use my POMMISST Hydration Spray. This is by Jane Iredale. I'm obsessed with this spray. After you powder your skin, it can look very unnatural, but using a hydration spray like this one, it allows it to set in and settle into your skin better, and it looks amazing. And this smells so freaking good. I just want to spray this all over my body. While that settles in, this is my favorite mascara of all time. This has a primer on the end, so I just quickly put this on my lashes. And then right away use the regular mascara to darken it up. And even though I'm going for a no makeup look today, I have to use this mascara because it just makes my lashes look too good. Now to keep this looking natural and looking like skin instead of makeup, I am not going to use my favorite highlight, which is what I would normally use on the last step. But I'm not using it today because it has all the shimmer and brightening effect that it would give on your cheeks that we all love, but we're trying to really achieve this no makeup look. So here's a little hack. I love using this Weleda Skin Food. This is the original Skin Food. I've been using this for years. I use it on my face, on my elbows, on my legs, on my feet. I use it on my kids, on the airplane, when I travel. I never go without it. Taking the tiniest little amount on my finger like this, putting a little bit right there, a little bit right here, and a little tiny bit on the tip of my nose. And I am just going to blend that out very lightly without rubbing, just tapping it in and on my nose. And look at that. Can you see that? So let me know, what do you guys think about the skin prep that I did so that my skin looks good before applying makeup and my realistic no makeup look? I think this is super realistic. I don't know if you guys do, but I hope it's coming off well on camera.
Oh, and have any of you ever used jojoba oil before your makeup to prep? If so, let me know how you guys like using it. Let's share some tips with one another in the comment section below.
Share this with your friends, your sister, or your mother, or anyone who might need help in this area. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, sunshines.